All right, good day, class. Today I'm going to show you how to format an APA, and if I have time, MLA document in Microsoft Word. So I'm using Microsoft Word 2013. This is not a Google Docs. If you're using Google Docs, it's a little bit more difficult to format, either using APA or even MLA. A little bit easier in Google Docs to use MLA because you don't have to have a running head like you do in APA. So the first thing you want to make sure of, your default font should be Times New Roman 12 point. If it's not, there's a way to fix that. But the first thing you want to do is, as you can see, my page is set up. That this is the default in 2013 Word. It goes to the normal template. You want it to be no spacing. This is why you need to make sure that your default setting is Times New Roman 12 point, because as soon as you click this no spacing bar, it will go to the default font, whatever that is. And for most Word programs, 2010 and above, the default setting is Calibri 11 point. Well, you don't. For APA, it has to be Times New Roman 12 point. So how do we fix the default font? Well, to do that, you go up here to where it says Font, and you click this little lower right corner, and this will come up. You find the font you want. Hey, I want Times New Roman regular 12 point, and you click on this Set as Default. You click that button, and it will come up. This document only, or all documents based on the normal template. You want to do all documents based on the normal template. I'm going to cancel that because my default font is already set at Times New Roman. But that's how you do that. So now that it's no spacing, what do I do now? Well, you want to go up here to paragraph, because you're going to need to double space everything from this point. So you want double space everything. You want to make sure your before and after spacing are set to 0. And then now we need to add page numbers. To add page numbers, you go up to Insert, and where it says Page Number, and you want to do, of course, top of the page because it's APA. You want to do plain number 1. You don't need anything else. No accent bars, nothing like that. Plain number 1 is the one to do. So that'll come up. So what you want to do is you want to make sure this box up here that comes up is, it says different first page. You want to make sure that is checked, because if it's not checked, then you're going to get the same thing that's on the first page on all the other pages. So that is checked. I can go ahead and type the words running head. This is another reason why you need to make sure that the default font is Times New Roman, because if it's not, then when you click different first page, or when you do anything in the running head, in the header, it will not be Times New Roman, and so it'll be a different font than the rest of the paper, and then you'll get marked down for it. What's our title going to be? Our title is going to be APA template. So that's your running head, and then you just want to tab twice, and that will send your page number over there. You can close that because we're done. If you see this ruler over here, this will guide you when you're setting your title on the title page. How do I know where to put the title? Well, you see this 2 here? That's where the title starts. So you want to center the cursor, and you want to move it all the way down to about the 2, and then we're going to type in our title, and then I'll use my name. This should be your name, of course, and then make sure I spelled everything right. Uh, yeah, that looks good. That is all you need for the title page. So just hit the cursor, and then you can insert a page break. Don't worry if you don't see a number, because you can just go back up here, and a 2. There should be a 2 in the upper left corner when you're done, when you do the page break. If there's not, all you have to do is go up to page number, and it will fix that for you, just like it did on mine. Notice this is like that. So our title is still this. We don't need the words running head on page 2. That's only for page 1. So we're done. After this, all the other pages will say this, and it'll do all the paging for you. We need the title again, and then you can start your paper on that line where this cursor is blinking. Of course, you would be on the left side. Just to show you that my pagination works, I'm going to do another page break. And as you can see, it says the running head and page 3. And if this was the end of our paper, we would have references if we had any in-text citations there. That's APA for you. So, any questions, just send me an email. You can also go to the Writing Center. I'm going to reset this and do MLA. But as you can see, I've deleted everything on the APA template that I started and created and gave you guys. The only thing I didn't change was I kept this at no spacing, and everything is double spaced, and before and after spacing are still 0. I didn't want to go through that again because I've already went through it with you. And again, it's still Times New Roman 12 point. MLA uses the same font as APA. So that's some of the similarities with the two formats, but there are a lot of differences, as you will see. For one, MLA does not use a title page. MLA is a lot simpler than APA. For one, for the page numbers, all you need is your last name and the page number each page. And the easy way to do that is, of course, go to Insert Page Number. And we'll do top of page, of course. And you want to use plain number 3 because it's going to be on the right. So for that, and you don't want different first page because it's going to be on there. So of course, that was from the previous one. I haven't changed the document, but if you do this, use your last name and the page number. Now that's fixed, and then you just type your name. Make sure you capitalize your last name, and then I prefer professor, but you can do instructor, and then of course English 122, and then the date. Today is the 12th, 2015. Now, and then you just center that, and then you put your title, and then you start the paper. Here's my paper, blah, blah, blah. For MLA, MLA uses works cited. Notice it paginated for me perfectly. So for MLA, you would do works cited, and then you would have your citations that you used in text right there. And that's how you do an MLA paper. Notice it's a lot faster than APA. I don't have a preference to either format. I just don't want you mixing formats. Don't get your APA in your MLA or your MLA in your APA. Just have have one format. If you've been using MLA for a while and you're comfortable with MLA, use MLA. I'm not going to dock you points if you use MLA versus, say, APA. I know both really well, and I'm going to be, you're going to be graded on it. So you might want to use something you're comfortable with. Again, if you have any questions with either format, you can contact me either via an email or a text or phone call, or you can contact the Writing Center, and we'll be both happy to help with your formatting. Thank you.